Welcome. What's going on, people? This is me, Trey Kelly 14. I go by the name of Trey Kelly. Welcome back to episode number 25 of my Madden NFL 17 Connected Franchise Mode. I'm the manager of the Cleveland Browns, and this is week number 8, I believe, of a season. Not sure, but let's see. So in practice today, we worked on the smash passing concept. On defense, we worked on, and then of course, Emmanuel Arba, Cody Kessler, and last but not least, Corey Coleman developed XP today. So this is week number 10. My bad, not 8. Anyways, next thing to do on the list, on the assignments list, is go over contracts. So first player today is Kendrick Lewis, our free safety here, 75 overall, and we submitted the offer. Next guy on the list is John Kuhn again. He wants another contract, so he's performing well, so we're going to give him one. Our punter, Brandon Fields, number 2, 74 overall, we're giving him one. Sammy Hill, defensive tackle, number 68, we're giving him a contract. I believe this is the last one. Andrew Hawkins, our wide receiver, very important player too. So he needs a contract because he's obviously very important to our team. So the next thing to do here on the assignments list is to use our scouting points. So we'll spend our points on our players, our college players. So next person to scout is Mark Franks. He's going to be a 5th rounder. Next one, Sergio Waters, late 6th rounder. Thailand Adai, mid 1st rounder. Manassi Frost, early 2nd rounder. London Quick, undrafted. And then Andrew Fiore, late 4th. And I think that's the last one, and yes it is. So that's it for the college scouting part. And then last but not least, Andrew Hawkins. He is not injured anymore, so he is able to play today, which is obviously good news as we go up against the Bears today. We are 8-0, we're undefeated, and they are 5-3. So here's our lineup today. As you see there, the trade deadline was 2 weeks ago, so there's no trades I can make right now since it's not available. So here's my offense, nothing changed, as well as my defense, nothing changed, and last but not least, my special teams. Let's look at the injury report real quick, because Andrew Hawkins is not injured. The only injured player right now is Ted Ginn, 4 weeks left. So in 2 more weeks, in week 12, we'll be able to see him, and our roster will be filled successfully. So yeah, here's our schedule. Last week was the bye week. Today we are on the road to play the Bears. Next week we're at home to play the Vikings, and the week after that we're on the road to play the Colts. Obviously we're top of the division since we're 8-0. So this will be a Thursday night game, I believe. It's at 8:20 in Chi-Town. Before I start the game, Thursday prime time, just like I said. So before I start the game, I'm just going to talk NBA real quick. NBA draft was on Thursday. Lonzo Ball went 2nd, just like I predicted. Markelle Fultz went 1st. And then one of my favorite players, De'Aaron Fox, I believe went 4th to the Kings. It might be 5th, I don't know. But anyways, it'll be interesting to see how Lonzo Ball fits in. A lot of pressure since his dad talking all that stuff about him. And then LeBron might be on the Lakers. You never know, because Lonzo Ball was trying to talk him to be on his team. Plus, his wife said that she wants to live in LA too. So you never know. And then NFL, the Hall of Fame game starts August 3rd. It'll be Cardinals Raiders in Ohio. That will be on NBC at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button. Comment if you want me to change anything, and subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TreyCary, and also on Twitter at TheRealTreyCary, TheRealTreyCary. That's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys at the half. Peace out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. The Browns have been a juggernaut so far this season, racking up an unblemished record. Will this be another game that goes into the win column for them? We'll find out very soon. It's the Browns going up against the Bears. So let's send you up to Chicago, where we'll say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the all-time leading passer in Vanderbilt history. The veteran quarterback, it's Jay Cutler.
And while it probably hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Jay Cutler throughout his career because he's had a lot of different coaches and offensive coordinators, it also has made him extremely adaptable. There's not anything he hasn't seen or done on offense in the NFL.
They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile. He makes any quarterback that much better.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
It's to 3rd and 5. The gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And when he's at his best, Colin Kaepernick epitomizes what most people are looking for in a quarterback nowadays. Not just a guy who can throw it, but a guy who can be a big part of the run game and really break down defenses.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field.
That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Dominic Easley is one of those defensive linemen you can plug in just about anywhere and find good play.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. He finds Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
That one intended for Anquan Bolden, and it's third and short.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
But they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's now 4th and 3. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Now carry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Now that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
And all the way down to the 37. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
It's a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
To throw, Kaepernick. And Davis has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Open man, it's Vernon Davis. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. 11 yards for number 11. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Kaepernick to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. So possession changes hands on the final play of the first quarter. 3-0 is our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Finding time. Completion left side to Miller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 7 down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They run again with Ajayi. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, the 20, and a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get 1 step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flagged.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden.
Holding. Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Kaepernick now on third and goal. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry, analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Chicago first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to...
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Caught right side, Davis. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Corey Coleman as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still first down.
Carry now. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down. So we come upon halftime, and it's
So that's going to do it for the first half here in downtown Chicago. Scores 10-7. Browns up 3. Pretty good performance for me. Not the best I expected. I was kind of playing around with them. I didn't really put the full effort, but hopefully that will change in the second half. Here's the stats. 180 passing yards, 60 rushing yards, 7.2 average yards per play, and 1 takeaway. So here's the highlights here from the first half. As I tried to throw a pass to the end zone, it gets picked off by their secondary, and he brings it out as they take over on downs. Another highlight here as I try to throw a pass, and I threw another interception, and he takes it all the way back to like the 10-yard line. On that same drive, they pass to the tight end as he scores a touchdown, and they take the lead 7-3. Here's another highlight for me. Jake Cutler tries to throw a pass, but short of the second half. I'll see you guys at the end of the game. Peace.
Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You gotta give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Sets up the screen to Forte. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
To throw, Kaepernick. They set up the screen to Ajayi. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
It's hard to play in the NFL now as a running back and not catch the football as well. Jay Ajayi shows what you can do when you have both of those skills.
Good in space, isn't he?
He really is able to catch the ball, and he helps create blocks downfield. A lot of times that's what people miss. It's not just making other guys miss you. It's setting up guys to block those guys downfield with the moves you make, and Jay Ajayi does that very well.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
Another run, this time Forte. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Red zone opportunity.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, this is Forte. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have...
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. It's what we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang.
He's got daylight. Touchdown, Chicago. Kadeem Carey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Kaepernick going to throw. Deep drop. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An en route going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Kaepernick now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. This is Ajayi. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Ajayi. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take him in short, steady bursts.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I got 19. He's not going anywhere.
They stay on the ground with Carey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Desmond Bryant, the one to get him down. Now, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They fake the give to Carey. Now Cutler. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. We focus our attention on the Bears defense now. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they wanted to keep that going now because once you get one, he wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time, they would intercept it. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you Laddie?
He called me Laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
13 yards there on the pickup, and the Browns are going to have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kaepernick now on first down. This is complete to Hawkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Colin Kaepernick with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all, because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Now Cutler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw, Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Zach Miller as tight end there. And it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10.
A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They come out here in the eye. Kaepernick now on the keeper. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Colin Kaepernick, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, it definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going to run. It's Carey. John Fox displeased at how that turned out. And this Browns defense stands tall. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
They come out here in the eye. And he's going to take this. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. Here's Ajayi. And this time he's able to... And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts it out to the sideline. Jay Ajayi's gonna go. That goes for a gain of 31.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about what...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Colin Kaepernick taking it in. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jay Cutler now to lead his offense back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Drops it off for carry. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. Now Cutler in trouble. He lost the football. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. It's caught. Eddie Royal. 26 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And on 2nd and 10 now. Again, it's Cutler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 17 yards there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. A road win in the
So that will do it here from downtown Chicago. Final score, Browns 31, Bears 14. The undefeated season continues. No losses yet for us. Obviously very happy with our performance today. As you see here, 3 in the first, 7 in the second, 0 in the third, and 21 in the fourth. Here's the highlights from the game today. Colin Kaepernick rushing into the end zone. Jay Cutler throwing a pass for a touchdown. Our wide receiver into the end zone for a touchdown. Our tight end almost scoring a touchdown there. He was at the 1, I believe. And then their corner getting a pick 6. Here's the post-game stats: 433 passing yards, 193 rushing yards, 8.4 average yards per play, and 2 takeaways here on the game. So, as you see here, Colin Kaepernick, 63.4 completion percentage, 433 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jake Cutler, 56.5 completion percentage, 187 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. So it was a better game than I thought. I really thought we were going to lose that. A lot of mental mistakes in the first half, which had me only score 10 points. But thankfully we redeemed ourselves and capitalized. So that's why we won. So as you see here, I'm just spending the last of my scouting points here. 82 overall on offense, 83 overall on defense. No. 82 overall, 83 on offense, 83 on defense. So that's going to be it for the post-game feedback stuff. So since this week is done, I can simulate to next week. So week 10 is over, and we are now 9-0. And so week 11, I will be playing the Minnesota Vikings at home. So I hope you guys will enjoy that episode. But before I call this a game, let me save this bad boy real quick. Like I said before, Hall of Fame game, August 3rd, Raiders, Cardinals, and then NBA season starts October 28th, I believe. So yeah, that's all I have to say. I will be playing some 2K soon as I get my capture card. So just wait on that. I'll give you an update as soon as I know. But until then, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Comment if you want me to change anything in my series. And of course, subscribe if you're enjoying my content. Last but not least, follow me on Instagram at Trey Carey, TreyCary, and also on Twitter at The Real Trey Carey, TheRealTreyCary. Hope you guys enjoy. I'll be back next weekend for episode number 26. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm out. Peace. Go Cavs.